Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. This is your host Ram with you on the cricket show, Cricket Happenings. Well, as far as this particular cricket show is concerned, its main focus would be on the first Test victory by England over Australia in the Ashes Test series, and what a debut for the new Australian captain Patrick Cummins. As I said, it was long back in 1956 when Ray Lindwall, the former Australian pacer, was the captain, and this is the first time ever that the Australia is led by a pace bowler, and Patrick Cummins has really created history by getting a win under his belt in his very first test. And what a proud feeling for Patrick Cummins in Australia, as what a head start they've got to the series against England in the Ashes series. Already 1-0 with the Adelaide Test beckoning on Thursday, and it would be a day-night Test match cricket with pink ball under lights. And that should be a great spectacle at Adelaide. And we also know Hobart, Tasmania, has got the rights to hold the first ever day-night Test match, as the fifth Test match of the Ashes series will be played in Hobart, and that would be history, as Hobart would be for the first time holding a day-night Test match under lights in their ground. So just keeping the talk on this Ashes, as I said, we'll be fully concentrating on the Ashes Test series. There's no doubt about it. And I'm going to be waxing eloquent on the first Test match victory by Australia over England in the first Test of the Ashes series. So we are getting back into business here, and I'm going to first talk about that, and then we'll have a look at the other cricket which is happening as well. So let's start off. Let's start off with the Ashes. So the first thing that I would like to talk here when we go to the Ashes Test series is that the toss was won by the England captain Joe Root, and I thought it was very advantageous to win the toss. Now there was a question which was raised whether Joe Root did the right thing in getting his Wards to bat first against the Aussies on a top which was definitely assisting the bowlers that day. But it is all left to question because England have lost it. This will definitely be questioned. But let's have a look at the card there. So England batted first in all sorts of trouble, and what a start to the Ashes series. Mitchell Starc getting Rory Burns clean bowled of the very first ball of the Ashes series to really set the tone and also make a statement. And that's what you're seeing here. The first ball signified that the Aussies are really meaning business, as this ball from Mitchell Starc was an absolutely Yorker length delivery, absolutely aimed at the base of the leg stump, and Burns was shuffling over to the offside to clip him away off his pads, and in went the ball, hit the base of the leg stump, and that was a great start for the Aussies. The England was 0 for 1. After that, if you look at that card there, the England were rolled out for just 147 runs, and Patrick Cummins, on his debut as captain, as I said, what a proud feeling in his very first Test as captain, getting a win under his belt. And look at his bowling figures, picking up a fifer in his first match on debut as a captain. 13.1 overs, 3 maidens, 38 runs and 5 wickets in his bag for Patrick Cummins. Tremendous bowling from Patrick Cummins. We all know that he's a wonderful bowler, and taking the responsibility on his shoulders, he did it. Mitchell Starc dealt the early blows. He also picked up, I think Mallon was picked up by George Hazelwood. If you look at the batting card there, England, a very, very dismal show by England. One could not say that each and every wicket that England lost was due to the bowling. There was some carelessness also into this batting lineup of the Englishmen. And also, if you look at it, Hasib Hamid worked hard in both innings but could not get much. He contributed 25 in the first innings with 3 boundaries. David Mallon was out for 6. Joe Root was a wicket which was really savored, and Hazelwood was the one who picked up his wicket. He was gone for naught. Ben Stokes disappointed, out for 5. The bowling of Cummins. Pope, the only something of significance is the highest scorer was Josh Butler with 39 with 5 boundaries. Ollie Pope contributed 35 with 2 boundaries. Other Wokes made a brisk 21 with 4 boundaries. Other than that, there was nothing really to talk about. 147 all out, and Pat Cummins 5 wickets, 2 wickets each to Mitchell Stark and Josh Hazelwood, and 1 wicket to Cameron Green. Cameron Green, as you know, against India, was hunting for his first Test wicket. He was finding it pretty difficult, but then came the first Test wicket, and what a wicket for him to get. We know Cameron Green. He's a very good batsman. He's into the Australian side as an all-rounder, but finally he was hunting for his maiden Test wicket, and finally Cameron Green was blessed, I would say, as he picked up his first Test wicket. And what a wicket to pick up. He picked up the wicket of Ollie Pope, who was caught by Hazelwood. He tempted him into a hook shot, and that was it. As Pope was really caught in by the extra bounce by the towering all-rounder, and Green was absolutely so happy. He was absolutely ecstatic, and why not? That was his maiden Test wicket for Cameron Green. So I'm very happy for that. We all know that Cameron Green is a very big upcoming talent for Australia. There's no doubt about it. And now we go on to the Australia's first inning. Australia, in reply, also did not have a good start. Marcus Harris was into the pavilion soon enough to the bowling of Robinson for 3. And I thought the Englishman bowlers were a bit unlucky as well. David Warner, definitely not an innings which, yes, he definitely played a lot of good strokes, no doubt about it, but not a very convincing innings from him. There was a lot of chances that he offered, which were not taken by the Englishman. And besides, the Englishman, I thought they really bowled very well in the first session, but without a lot of luck. David Warner contributing 94 with 11 boundaries and 2 sixes. But once he got into his stride, it was David Warner. They never allowed the spinner Jack Leach to settle down. As you know, Jack Leach also had a very bad time against India as well, and that was sort of a real game plan by the Aussies. I reckon they decided to take on Jack Leach, the off spinner, and try to clatter him for sixes. David Warner did that. Marnus Labuschagne, we all know he's another batsman who is slowly going to get into the greater arena of batsmen. And Marnus Labuschagne took his time to just settle himself. But after that, we saw what Labuschagne does. We all know about that. He contributed 74. He also took the attack to Jack Leach, and he scored 74, 6 fours and 2 sixes. But the surprise packet, Stephen Smith was out for 12, but the surprise packet was the man, Travis Head. As you know, Travis Head was, there was a lot of juggling going on, whether Travis Head would play or it would be Usman Khawaja. Finally, the nod was given to Travis Head, and what a knock from Travis Head. I mean, he scored the third fastest century of the Ashes Test series between these two teams, and Travis Head, he was traveling like a train. And to hit a century in one session, it totally, England basically really charged on. They really fought back after the partnership between Marnus Labuschagne and David Warner, as when Marnus Labuschagne was dismissed, the score 166. But after that, there was a clatter of wickets, and that made the score at one time when Cameron Green picked up his maiden Test wicket is 195 for 5 and 236 for 6. It was 100. The wickets were going at regular intervals, but Travis Head was absolutely unperturbed. He decided to take on the Aussie batsman. It was a fearless innings from Travis Head. And Travis Head, he's very good square on the offside as well. He strokes a lot of balls through the point region. And today we also saw how he actually handled the spin of Jack Leach, coming down the wicket on twinkling toes and lofting the bowler. And he also played in a real fearless manner with the pace bowlers as well, which was good to see. So Travis Head, what an innings from him. He was the prime reason that the Aussies could get a massive lead of 278 runs. Travis Head's contribution, his third Test century, I suppose, 152 14 fours and 4 sixes. A marvelous knock from Travis Head. He will remember it for quite a long time. And he was the man of the match, and why not? He was the man who was instrumental in the Aussies getting a massive lead, and that is the precise reason the Aussies won by 9 wickets. If you look at the bowling card there, Cameron Green was clean bowled by Robinson for a blob of the very first delivery. Alex Carey, the wicketkeeper on his debut, was out for 12, but he did a good job behind the sticks, equaling the record of Tabe, I suppose his name is Tabe, Australia, an Australian cricket player. And also, I think there was one more player, he equaled the record. I think it was Chris Reed of England, the wicketkeeper, taking 8 scalps behind the stumps on his debut. His keeping was pretty clean there, Alex Carey. But batting, I'm afraid to say that even when Aussies required 20 runs and he was told to open the innings, he fell to the victim to Robinson. So Alex Carey, as far as the bat was concerned, not a good feeling for him. But as far as the wicket keeping was concerned, he would be a happy man. 8 wickets, 8 scalps behind the sticks in your first match on debut really says it all that Alex Carey is a wonderful keeper. He was gone for 12. Pat Cummins made 12. Mitchell Stark, as you know, he's someone who can be trusted as a batsman. 35, useful player, 5 boundaries, and that was 425, a massive 278 runs conceded to the Aussies. The bowling, Mark Wood, I thought was the pick of the bowlers, 3 for 85 as the pace was concerned. And also Ollie Robinson was very close. He bowled superbly as well. And as I said on this Cricket Happening show, if you had seen my preview, that for me, I thought Ollie Robinson would be the one who would be the key. And I thought Ollie Robinson would be the one to watch out for. And I'm still saying that Ollie Robinson can make a big difference on this Aussie tracks. Ollie Robinson, 23 overs, 8 minutes, 58 runs and 3 wickets. Mark Wood really showed his pace there. 2 for 76 for Chris Stokes. Probably the Aussies, probably England would have viewed the fact that they did not include James Anderson and Stuart Broad. Probably we are going to see both of them coming into the mix as England have already lost the first test match. I am probably looking into James Anderson, Stuart Broad partnering and coming into the mix in the second test match at Adelaide under lights. Ben Stokes definitely had a game that you could forget. None for 65. Jack Leach, as I said, has to do much more than this. His figures were 1 for 102 of 13 overs with no maidens to show. And as far as England was concerned, in the second leg, they tried to work their way around. They put up a much improved performance. Hasim Ahmed worked hard for his 27 and then become a victim of the bowling of Mitchell Stark, as Mitchell Stark tested him and finally got him out on the leg side. Rory Burns could not do much. He was gone for 13 of the bowling of Cummins. But there was a good partnership on the third day, which resurrected the England innings. And from 61 for 2, the score went on to 223. It was a very big partnership of youth, a big partnership. And David Mallon and Joe Root both were in the righties. And Joe Root, as you know, has scored the maximum runs in this calendar year. And he's really shy of only, I think, 20 runs of the record of the maestro Sachin Tendulkar of India. And also, as you know, the record for the most runs in a calendar year is held by none other than the former Pakistan player Mohammad Yusuf. So Joe Root, and one saw that David Mallon and Joe Root were at the crease, and one was under the impression that probably they are going to do a lot of good things, and they're going to stay at the wicket there, and they're going to really get things going. But definitely there was one challenge for them. Both were in their 80s, and the next day we knew the second new ball was definitely due. But again, the second new ball was not something which did the trick. It was the spin itself, because what happened was that Joe Root was a victim of Cameron Green. Now, Cameron Green, as you know, he definitely buoyed up after getting his maiden wicket. And what a big wicket he got in the morning of the third day of Joe Root. And that was the real opening that the Aussies required to really rub it into the England's batting order. Cameron Green getting the big fish there as he got Joe Root to just go and push the ball outside the channel of the off stump. And it was a feather edge which was taken neatly by Alex Carey behind the stumps. And that was a big wicket which really opened the doors for the Aussies. After that, It was David Mallon fell to the bowling of Nathan Lyon for 82 with 10 boundaries. And I think that was wicket number 400 for Nathan Lyon. Nathan Lyon was definitely hunting for it. And finally, that day came when Nathan Lyon, what a wonderful bowler. He has done a yeoman's service to Australian cricket and still doing. And he comes there and picks up his 400th wicket in Test cricket. And that was a great feeling. Everybody swarmed around Dave and Nathan Lyon. He has taken 400 wickets, becomes the third Aussie player to go past the 400 mark and take a bow. Nathan Lyon, you have been absolutely superb with your off spin. Ben Stokes, again, as I said, a match to forget. He was gone for 14. He got a lifter from Cummins. I suppose, if I'm not wrong, he squared him up absolutely, and his face closed, and that was the end. Cummins taking a beautiful catch. Sorry, Cameron Green, the tall player, actually always. As you know, if you look at the history, the West Indian bowler Joel Garner, the former batsman, was always an absolute specialist for West Indies in the gully area, and the reason being he was very tall, he was very athletic, and I definitely liken Cameron Green, who is also extremely tall, he's young as well, and he's in the gully, and that's what you need. I think that's an absolute beautiful field placement, according to me. With his height, he will pick up a lot of catches in that area, Cameron Green. Ollie Pope was out for 4. Butler briefly resisted, out for 23 with 4 boundaries, 16 to Woakes, and there's nothing to really talk about. Nathan Lyon, when taking the wickets, he picked up with 4 for 91, 2 wickets for 51, Cummins, and there was nothing to talk about. 297 all out for England, just setting the Aussies just 20 runs for victory, an absolute formality, and that's what precisely happened. The Aussies lost the wicket of Alex Carey. Marcus Harris was not out on 9. Labuschagne not out, not. 20 for 1, Australia winning the match. David Warner is definitely nursing that injury after being hit by Ben Stokes the other day when he got one onto the, probably onto his anatomy. And so this is the thing. David Warner, unfortunately, could not take that, but one does not know whether he's a doubtful starter. It's very imperative that David Warner definitely figures in the scheme of things in the test match, in the day-night test match, which is coming up at the Adelaide Oval on Thursday. Now, dear friends, I'm going to move on from here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about something cricket in the week. As far as cricket in the week is concerned, as you know, the Pakistan team did an absolute clean sweep of Bangladesh in the series, the test series against Bangladesh. They took the series 2-0, and what a victory there, 2 tests, and especially giving full credit to the Pakistan team for really doing a great job in the second test match, where they really, even with rain really playing truant, and one was probably thinking this is going to end in a tame draw with one full day lost due to rain. The Bangladeshis definitely have only themselves to blame, that they shot themselves in the foot by taking the aggressive route to the Pakistani bowlers, and that resulted in their downfall, and they never learned from their mistakes. And Pakistan and Sajid, his name is Sajid Khan. He took 14 wickets in the match. In fact, 12th wicket. So he took 12 wickets. So probably it took, I'm not sure what is the breakup there. I think it was 8 and 4 if I'm not wrong. But he took 12 wickets in the match, this particular bowler. And it was definitely Sajid Khan's bowling which did the Bangladesh in. Other than that, Rohit Sharma will be captaining not only in the test matches, he will also be captaining, in the ODIs. Now, the white ball cricket, the Indian management or the Indian Cricket Board has felt that white ball cricket will be given to Rohit Sharma. So probably one was thinking whether Virat Kohli will keep the captaincy, but it was not to be. Rohit Sharma has taken over. So Rohit Sharma will be the white ball captain in both ODIs and T20s. So that is another news that happened. Other than that, I'm just trying to see whether there is anything else that I could really share with you, dear friends and subscribers. I think let's go into some latest cricket. as to what's going on in this cricketing world. So let's get on with business and see what's going on. So, dear friends, just park yourself. I'm coming. Just wanting to tell you that Pubudu Dasanaike, many people won't know him. The reason I know this gentleman, Pubudu Dasanaike, because I did a short stint at the Asian Television Network in Canada, where I covered the cricket matches. And Pubudu Dasanaike, I actually interviewed him. Probably, even if he listens, I wouldn't know whether he would remember me, but I definitely interviewed him when I covered one particular. Now, I didn't cover the tournament. Basically, I did a press match conference of the match which was played in Canada at King City, where I had to go to the Hilton Hotel and actually interview a few. I had to interview the CEO of Cricket Canada. I had to interview the president of Cricket Canada, and they also had the opportunity to interview the coach of Cricket Canada, and his name was Pubudu Dasanaike, who was a wicketkeeper batsman of Sri Lanka. And the reason I'm talking about it, he was a coach of Canada, and he also did a good job to take Canada to the World Cup as well. But Canada is really struggling. We all know that. But then the reason I'm talking about this bloke is that because he has become the new Nepal head coach. So he will be coaching the Nepal cricket team, which is an upcoming cricket team as far as international cricket is concerned. And other than that, I'm just trying to see whether, yes, we will talk about, in a brief manner, I'll talk about the big bash matches that are happening. And the reason I'm talking about this big bash match, we know that Colin Munro has been in some very great form. And Colin Munro smashed 114 runs for the Perth Scorchers in a score of 195 for 1 in the Big Bash League, where the Scorchers scorched the Adelaide Strikers. They won the match by 49 runs. The Adelaide Strikers had no answer. I mean, they tried their bit. They went up to 146, but Colin Munro's game really took them away. He made 114 batting for the Perth Scorchers. Hobart Hurricanes also had a big game going there as they racked up 213 for 2, and it was none other than Matthew Wade, who is a local Tasmanian. Matthew Wade, as you know, he was the one who took the Aussies to the finals by winning against Pakistan in the semi-final with those ram shots and scoop shots. And he was the man today who made 93 valuable runs in a very short span. He hammered them of 46 deliveries, I think with 7 fours and 5 sixes, I reckon. A short, also, as you know, he's a very, very, very big hitter of the ball as well. He cracked 73 as Hurricanes. Josh Phillip for Sydney Sixers tried his bit to careen along with a 46 ball 72, but it was not something that was enough, as the Sydney Sixers fell short and the Hurricanes won by 44 runs with the Duckworth Lewis method. There's also a match which is going on in the Lanka Premier League, where Dambulla Giants are taking on Colombo Stars, and the Dambulla Giants won by 1 run. What a match that would have been. That would have been an absolute thriller. So let's go into it live and see what happened, because this looks like this particular match, when you see a score line which says won by 1 run, and it has gone all the way down to the wire, Tarindu Ratanaike is the player of the match. And I believe the equation was in the final over, 13 runs were required. It was Chamika Karunaratne, the pace bowler, who was bowling, and 13 runs were required. And this team actually won the match by and it was Dinesh Chandimal at the crease. As you know, Dinesh Chandimal is an experienced player, and Chamika Karunaratne kept him to 12 runs. So what a match that was. The last ball, a 6 was required. Chandimal hit a boundary, and that was the victory for the Dambulla Giants. Dambulla Giants winning against Colombo Stars by just 1 run. The match going all the way down to the wire. Well, dear fans and subscribers, an absolute pleasure talking to you and bringing you now, dear friends. I am out with you. I know this cricket show is going for a long time. It's all okay. Thank you, my friend. I do see that you said you talked to the cricket managers because, yes, absolutely. Because my emails precisely say that I can't post anything on any of the cricket Reddit groups. So, dear friends, unfortunately, I won't be able to be a party to it. And I know there is a spam coming, my friend. I'll definitely try to block them. I thank you for really telling me. And thank you, my Bazimga. Thank you for telling me that you appreciate my dedication. Everybody, thanks. You're all absolutely splendid. I mean, you're really giving me the feedback. You're telling me that what I'm doing, I'm absolutely happy to know. What is this, my friend? It is Jimmy. Hey, Ram, I was wondering whether if you're interested in doing an Ask Me Anything session on our Cricket Buddies Reddit. Now, buddy, I'm not the. I can tell you for a fact that I'm absolutely banned, my friend. I mean, I can't post videos on Cricket Reddit on any groups. I can't. The only thing they told me is that I can only look at what I can log in with my username and password and only look at Cricket Reddit as to what the postings are. I understand it totally, my friend, but I know I really dear friends and subscribers, if you really love my cricket show, as I told you, every Saturday and Sunday, I am out here to wax eloquent in you. Not a Saturday, Sunday would go without me coming and talking to you. And I'm absolutely happy. I'm building an audience. What I want from you, dear friends, can you build my YouTube? I want more and more people to join my YouTube cricket. And well, our cricket buddies has not banned me. I know that. But I don't know. I need a no objection letter from Cricket Reddit because they sent me an email and they precisely said that I can't post anything into any groups, and that's the precise reason my hands are tied. And I'm not a person who would like to be involved in a controversy. I do this cricket show for and my extreme passion towards the game. Well, if you love it, come on, park yourself on every Saturday and Sunday. Be with me on my cricket show. And as I told you, the only help that you could do, dear friends, is that you could actually publicize me. Tell everybody about my cricket show on YouTube. If they like it, well, they can stay. If they don't like it, well, they can leave. But definitely, this is the best help that you could do me. As I said, I'm on YouTube with my Cricket Happening show. You can go on to my Twitter, which I use it on a regular basis. I tweet a lot. Ram574 is my user over there. I tweet on cricket, only on cricket and only cricket. It's only cricket. And also, well, I don't know because I see our cricket and our cricket buddies. So you meant to say they are not a part of Reddit? If they are part of Reddit, my friend, you said you check with strict rules. We can promote your channel, but I need an assurance, my friend. I'm willing to do it. Can the our cricket buddies give me an assurance? You share, yeah, definitely. Go ahead, Eltran. You go ahead, share my channel. Good. I'm happy about it. As I said, you can spread the word. You can make this cricket show famous. As I said, I am on cricket show on YouTube. I am on Twitter. I am on the website. Go to my website, www.cricket-status.com. So this is the best that you could do. Well, it has been an absolute pleasure talking to you, and as I said, I can't be more thankful to you guys. You guys have been absolutely splendid. You're really building that audience for me, and that really makes me happy, and that will make me feel more excited and do this cricket show with more zeal and enthusiasm. And see, as you say, it's a part of Reddit, but Reddit hasn't banned you, you won't ban you, but encourage you. But my friend, can you give me something in writing, my friend? Because that particular email, if I see, I'm really reticent about it. So if you could get as a manager on part of Cricket Reddit, with probably giving a copy to those persons, you send an email which really feels that I can do it. I don't know how could I do that. So you're telling me to link my website in the description in one of your next videos. So now again, that is not something that is allowed, my friend, because this is YouTube, right? So if I'm on YouTube, so that might be a violation. I can't, on a particular platform, you can't link a website because then, it would probably be a violation according to me. So I think everything has to be independent. I have my website. If you want to go onto my website, you go onto my website and you can do that. And YouTube, so many things are there where you could really connect. I don't know, my friend. I have to really look into, but thanks for the idea. If YouTube, I have to Google and see whether YouTube allows me. If you say it's allowed, well, I can definitely look into it, my friend. I would have the pleasure of doing it. Why not? Cricket is something, as I said, I love. and why not? I can do anything for cricket. So it's just I have to look into it, buddy. This is something that I will look into it. Whether YouTube allows me to have a link. Can I link my website in the description? Um, okay, that's great. If you'll arrange a written proposal to behalf of our cricket buddies, and I need an assurance, my friend. I need an assurance that I'm not violating anything as far as the subreddit policy is concerned. And then yes, I can get cracking for sure. But definitely, I need a written assurance, friend, because if tomorrow, if they come, I can tell them that this is what I got. That's the best thing. As I said, it has been an absolutely wonderful conversation. I mean, coupled with my cricket show, I've been really happy to converse with you all, guys. Again, a big thanks to you all, my friends. Have a happy weekend wherever you are, and again, it was great chatting to you. Thanks for all your encouragement. Thanks for all your suggestions. Definitely look into it, my friends. And everyone stay safe. Round delivery, yes, round delivery is the one which, yes, round delivery is the one which I am. But I'm still round delivery. Yes, I'm still Ram Delivery, no doubt about it. But as I said, I don't post anything. I probably once in a while look at Cricket Reddit to see what has been posted. Nothing of the sort. So, dear fans, once again, I think I'm bringing the curtain down on this cricket show for today. I will be hoping to connect. Not hoping. I'll definitely connect with you once again. So once again, see you all tomorrow. That's on Sunday. Absolutely, my pleasure. I always have the pleasure of you as an audience to come and join me. And I'm absolutely, as I said, I'm extremely happy that I have an audience. And the only thing that you can do for me, as I said, if you could spread the word, if they like it, they can stay. If they don't like it, they can definitely go back, right? All right. Okay, again, pleasure talking to you all and looking forward to your company tomorrow on Sunday on this cricket show, Cricket Happenings. Thank you.